It has been like what, 5 years since Jungle Inferno came out. Yeah, that heavy update is coming very soon, right? Right? You took the update from me, you son of a bitch! But as a person who voted for Pyro in mid-year match, I kinda get what I wanted, but yeah, I still hope that Heavy got his own too, but it's like hoping a brick wall to grant you a wish at this point. But enough lamenting about the lost update. Let's see what the Pyro brought with his third update, shall we?
You know, speaking of Jurassic Park, I never actually watched Jurassic Park. I only watched Jurassic World.
Really?
Yeah.
This map is currently the latest map Valve has ever made for TF2, and credit when it's due, they've come really far since the day of Dust Bowl, Gorge, and Asteroid. Mercenary Park is the most visually detailed map they've made, and also the one that can compete with other maps they pick from the community in terms of gameplay. The only thing that drags it down is a timer, which can turn a single round into a slog to grind through. You see, each point can reset the timer back to 10 minutes, even when it's captured as the round's about to end. The first point is my favorite part, because of the small routes that each path gives you at the point. They all lead you to different areas, and it uses the symmetrical layout to its advantage. I also wish the engineer could build on the containers. I just see no reason why he can't do so. The second point is quite good, but not so much. No red team has ever held this point for long. It's probably because they spawn all the way back at the last point. Unless you have a stack of teleporters or the enemy team is really bad, you're not winning here. At first, the last point seems to be a choke point that can only be solved with Uber, but if you go out of your way, there's a flank route for both teams in the vent to get around. I can't blame people for missing this though, because it is fairly hidden from the main area. Man, that scout ball was brave. He literally stopped in front of a Uber Heavy.
He does not care.
Why do I... Well, JP's just you. JP's just... Nope. Oh, whatever, mind.
I have had enough of your fucking pyro.
Yo! He killed 2 times!
He fucking pull out the flag.
This map is really fucking big. If you want a grand scale battle, Enclosure is definitely for you. If you remember my review on Bread Space, I compared it to Enclosure and what I said is still true. Enclosure might be big, but you can always easily tell where you are, and the map size feels less artificial. And this design philosophy stays consistent in all 3 parts of the map. The map is basically a long payload push with 1 or 2 control points in the middle, and because of this, playing as blue team can get tough. The first part is manageable since the right pass can get you past the choke point. The second one is really long, and you seriously need teleporters for both teams.
Winter, they are capping. Stop being back there.
Well, I don't know who left a teleporter here. Oh, it's Mute.
Oh, that was Mute. Yeah, it's Mute. Mute is the only competent engineer because the other one is a bomb.
Don't let him.
What the fuck? Thankfully, the final stage gives the blue team a second spawn, but then they also have to deal with the final room, which can be locked down by the red team easily. But let's be honest here, you'll only get to see the final part if your team is very cooperative. People tend to lose at the second part because nobody cares to build a teleporter.
Uber, Winter, I'm going over you.
Alright.
Let's go.
Here. Oh hell yeah, I got a new item. I sure hope it's not a fucking shitty weapon. It's a son of a stick.
No, I don't want to go to Brazil. No.
Apart from the name that has reached a new height because of the memes, Brazil is an average map. It's not flashy or special in any way, but still competently made. In my opinion, layout-wise, it is basically a better probe, because I feel like the buildings are more active as cover in this map to hide yourself from the enemy sight line, and the layout is more simplified while still retaining some complexity to it. Also, yes, you can stand on the radio tower just like in Watchtower. It's a valid strategy because, well, gamers don't look up. They never do. Where were you during the September 11?
He was having his day off.
Guys, watch out, there might be a suicide bomber somewhere. He killed me twice already.
And he's called Twin Tower Defender.
The fucking terrorist! Yeah, how ironic are we again? Like, man. Jesus Christ. Call outs in my server? Yo!
Call out to my server?
Yes.
Lazarus is a King of the Hill map made for people not wanting to die to the sniper. Sidelines don't really exist in this map because the map design is really tight. This layout comes back around to mess you up if a sentry appears though. Especially if an NG is guarding this spot, this map basically turns into Viaduct. The point becomes a no man's land for anyone on the opposing team, but at least you still have some areas to play around though. Unlike Viaduct.
Please do.
Sin, it's a fountain of youth, not the holy grail. You can't just die there.
No, fuck's sake!
Ah.
Stop building flog!
You're on the same team as Vlog, but okay.
I will still point out the bullshit that my team do to prepare us for the real jungle.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I've gotten to the point in doing videos, right? You know how I write the map's creator's name for every map title card? Yeah, it's getting pretty long.
That's a lot.
It's getting pretty long.
That's a lot.
It's tedious to make a map using hammer.
Yeah, I know.
It's tedious to make a hammer. It's tedious to make a hammer. Okay, I'm officially.
Wait. Mossrock can be really difficult for the blue team. The first point has rooms that can be covered by a single sentry, a sniper spot that can be hard to notice, and a somewhat long capture time for the point itself. Oh fuck. Why is that fence there? Why is that wall there? God damn, I could have just landed. But at the second point, the playing field is slightly more even. Because the red team has to deal with a train in front of their spawn, which you can ride on it by the way, and that's pretty cool. Wait, Angie! Your sentry's on the train track! Angie, no! Or you can just skip it by going through this door, which nobody seems to use. The blue team still has to deal with the three paths that are so spread out, they are nowhere near each other. And the area around the point doesn't have a lot of cover for them. And the only cover, which is the tree and the boulder, the hitbox seems to be a little inconsistent. I just don't understand why this map did not become the next high tower. It was destined to be one in so many aspects. I like the layout better than high towers because Banana Bay really gets creative in using the map's geometry. The cart goes uphill, passing the other cart onto the bridge and even underwater. Not to mention you can ride the train to the enemy's base or swim around the entire map to get to them. The only issue here is that the cart ends up right in front of the enemy's battlement. And yeah, in a game mode with no timer, that's a big issue. Hey, do you almost get run over?
Yeah?
You mean run over. Ran over is past
Oh my
tense.
gosh, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, Grammar Nazi.
No way, it's the scientist, man.
But like, apart from that, Banana Bay is just better than High Tower. I just don't know why it disappeared from the community's consciousness while High Tower stays. The layout is more varied, mini sentries are not annoying here, snipers cannot dominate the map. It's just so confusing why it didn't took off. I just want my 24/7 Banana Bay server, man. Sin, we're not on a break. We have to push the cart.
No, shut up. Let me enjoy the field. That's it.
What the fuck? And that was Jungle Inferno, the last non-holiday update for TF2. At the time of this writing, by the way, please don't let this be the end. Coming up next is Smithmas 2020 maps, and yep, we are going to Woodville. See you next time.